I'm going to go over the triple Qs because I want to point out a gap that closed, and there is a gap to also fill. But first up, your price targets for Wednesday. We ended the day at $457.99, up 0.11%. To the north side from where we are takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at 462.80. Above that, at another level of resistance, takes us to 470.36. At 3 standard deviations, roughly 474.24. And should we be so lucky as to get to this level, that would be roughly $478.02. To the south side, because there's always a south side. Negative 2 standard deviations, $455.52. Below that, another level of support and a potential buy-in area and a potential stop-loss area, 451.74. And ignore this purple line. That was the middle of the trend when I looked at it last. That would be 447.86. Looking left, price just grinding along the middle of the trend here and then going sideways. So if we hit this line, we could gradually go here or go sideways and then go down. That remains to be seen which way we go. But we've been whipped around all over the place. This is your clear sell signal. And then on the way down, that turns into support. That's a buy signal. Ran up a little bit, back down to support, up, and then making our way to the middle of the trend. The price always slices through the middle of the trend. This is the resting place, typically where price likes to hover before making a move to the upside or to the downside. Here's your clear buy signal, your clear buy signal, clear buy, your clear buy signal. Sometimes you don't get there close enough. And then this is resistance, and we broke through. Support down here as well. That gap I cleaned up. Now this gap that opened up on Thursday the 10th touched on the 14th, and that took us to the upside at roughly, again, 464.07. This is no longer in place, so congrats. If you went long after this area, we got slammed down and then made our way back up, and this is resistance, and then we got slammed back down. Now the other gap I want to point out is this one. I pointed this one out, but I forgot to point out this one. That's the next target. And that started already at roughly 459.68. That will take us out to 476.13-ish. And this is where we are. This is for Wednesday. Okay, this could close out by Thursday, but conservatively, the middle of the trend on Thursday could land at 468.95. But right now, we're still in an upward channel on the 5, and of course, it can change on a dime. This gap is still in play, but that is not the gap I am tracking just yet. Something to be aware of to the upside. All right, and when I looked at price last, we were here, and now we are here, and that would be a return of, if we hit it, roughly 3%. Oh, and let's drag this out because this is still in play. Not in the channel yet, not in the zone. Not even close, but when we retrace, that is a potential area to the south side, and that one will take us to 384.61. All right, and that is a look at the triple Qs. I just did Pltr as a short, so check that out, but I just want to point out a gap that will take us to 101.06 and a gap to the south side, which would take us to 88.76. And the last time I bought in for a swing trade was at $75.50. The pink line. Oh, is that pink? Yeah, I guess that's pink. Yeah, it looks like more corally. Yeah, I bought it at 70. Let me change that. I guess that is the pink line I've been using. Okay, I bought here, sold out at 84. And what is that? That is a return. Let me get off the magnet. I sold out, oh, right here, I already did it at 11%. But I still have the shares at 67.70 that I need to unload at some point. But I'd like to unload it here for my swing trade, and then I will keep all the other lots that I have. Oops. All right, and that does it for me. That is a look at the triple Qs and Palantir. Have a great trading day.